You're honest with women at the beginning, right? And you tell them what your intentions are at the beginning. I feel like, this is feeling, not thought, but I feel like you would have better outcomes. So I'll say this, right? I've heard a lot of men say that women can't handle the truth.
Yes.
You believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you believe that?
Because if you look at it, right, some women, not all women, live in fairy tale mentality where...
What's wrong with fairy tale? I'm a princess. What's wrong with being a princess or a queen?
But it's not the reality of life. Women like what they hear.
Okay.
That's why people that have sweet mouth, they get a lot of girls.
It gets you in trouble.
Because you have to it's a mind game, right? And
Sure
it's
is.
a game. Nobody wants to lose a game. You know, so if you want to win, you have to come up with the idea of you gotta not tell her the truth. You know, and if you don't tell her the truth, you win.
I don't agree.
If you tell her the truth, you don't win. But nowadays,
you don't win. That's what you consider being a win.
For a man, yeah.
Jeez.
Any man, let me tell you something. No man spends their money on a woman and not get the people.
Were you done saying what you had to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Ask me the question.
So my question to you was, do you feel that women can handle the truth? And you say no. And you just mentioned that, like, no one wants to lose, everybody wants to win.
Yes.
Right? So here's the thing. And I'm a firm believer of this, and I'm probably sure there's people that may think differently. But I feel like if you as a man, you know, like right now in this phase of your life, that you're not looking for anything serious, right? You're not looking to get into a relationship. You're dating casually, right? And like, I see you, I think you're attractive, I think you got a nice, whatever, like whatever your thing is. Like, some guys are into butts, some guys are into hips, and whatever, right? But you see this little young lady, she looks really sexy, really appealing, really attractive. And like, you feel a strong sexual connection to her. And you were just to like be honest. I'm not saying like to be rude. It's like, oh, I just want, but like, if you're just like, hey, like, I'm not looking for anything serious, I'm just looking for something casual, you know, whatever. What tends to happen is, right, women may opt to not. Like, okay, thank you for telling me that that's what you want, but that's not what I want, so then I go, right? But then some men interpret that to mean, oh, she can't handle the truth. Well, no, she did. Because you gave her the information, she took the information, she made a decision for herself. Versus you or a guy approaching a lady and saying, "My God, you look really good. I want to take you out. I want to get to know you and see where this can go." Boom, 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 boom. And she's saying, "Oh, okay, he want to see where this can go. Like, he's taking me to nice restaurants. We're spending time." And like, she free up and she give him some, and then like all of a sudden, all the beginning to get her has slowly diminished. And now, like, she don't hear from him. He don't want to come see her, or whenever he reach out to her, it's at nighttime. And he want to come over and have sex. And then she starts feeling empty, like, I feel like I got played. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he didn't give her the information to allow her to decide if that's what she wanted to do. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of women that are okay with a casual, like, interaction. Yeah. There's a lot of women that are okay with just it being casual, like, nothing serious. I know, like, he's a good guy. Yeah. The sex is good. Like, we have a good time together. I know, like, you know, could there be potential down the road that something could happen? Probably. But, like, you know, that's not where we're at. Yeah. But then you have some people that kind of give you a false sense of hope. And you're thinking, like, well, he likes me because he does all these good things. But, like, nah. So what do you think about that? What do you think about, like, in those instances?
I mean, nobody wants to be a loser.
Why does that have to be about losing, though?
Life is all about, everybody's playing a game where women don't tell men 100% of the truth. A woman will never tell you her actual body count. She will tell you some of it, and there's a thing we call in secondary school, you abbreviate it to the nearest number.
God, what does that even matter?
To give you the answer to the question.
What does that matter?
It matters to men.
Would a man ever tell me how many women he slept with?
We will tell you with happiness, but a woman will never tell a man how many guys she slept with.
She could say 5 and you still think it's too much.
No, she says 5, right? we calculate your age.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No,
exactly.
no.
Just take her word
That's
for
what.
it.
No. We never take word, but when you say a number, right?
Yeah.
From that number, we will calculate the age, right? There's a whole lot of stuff we calculate to know exactly the nearest number to it.
Oh Jesus.
That's why you have a guy. He will ask you how many body can you have, and you tell him like 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe like a week or 2 weeks, you're like, how many body can you get again? And then you like 10. You're like, fuck, this guy's telling me fucking lies. we don't forget that.
Let me tell you.
So my thing is is women's the truth. If you tell women the truth, in most part, you will not get what you want. Sometimes you lie to get there because nothing is perfect in life.
Sure.
No relationship is perfect. That's why you meet people and you date them, and the truth is gonna come out.
Yeah.
But at least you gave that person a try. So the way I say women don't like, some women don't like. You see a woman, right? She post a sexy picture in TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, right?
Okay.
Me, I'm a truthful person. I say, baby, you got a nice view. She will curse you out. She will say all kinds of stuff, right?
Okay.
I say the truth, right? You show me the truth, and I say the truth. You don't like it. Then you have somebody that say, hey, you look nice. God created you on a beautiful day. You're blessed. You got a good structure and everything. You look good. She will be happy.
Yep.
She'll be blushing. You say thank you.
Yep.
And then you start talking to her. Before you know it, you get to hit it. And then when you hit it, you don't call her back again because in your mind, you think she's, you know what I mean? So it's like a man has to ask himself, it's a struggle. Should I win?
Yeah.
By lying? Or should I say the truth? And lying is not only about talking. Sometimes a guy don't have a nice car.
Okay.
He'll borrow his friend's car. And you see the car, he will not say this is my car. You seeing it already.
Yeah.
It's telling you, oh, this is the guy for me. Sometimes a guy might not have the best clothes. He'll borrow his friend's clothes. Those stuff is what attracts you. Those stuff is what motivates you to talk to him more, right?
Yeah.
And then after a while, let's say you're talking to him, and then you like him, and then you find out that that's not his car, that's not his clothes. But you know what? You be like, you know what? This guy is cool. I like him. Let me be with him. But if he didn't show you those attributes, you will never be with him. Yeah. And then you go to the guys that are not really good. You know what I mean?
So I get it. So again, you say a lot. And in my head, just sometimes I'm just like, I'm not sure if it's a line, but so you said a lot, right? I wanna go back to the whole body count thing, and that's like, you know, really, really, I guess, taboo or controversial, whatever. So men seem to be fixated about the number of people a woman that they're interested in may have had sexual intercourse with, and so I think it comes from this perceived value that women allegedly are born with, and how, you know, men value virginity, which that is important. But you know, in this day and age, it'll be rare to find someone who has saved themselves.
Even 13-year-old are not virgin no more.
That's just you know how it is. So it'll be really rare to find a woman who is either a virgin or have a low body count. Which to me, some people may see, like, you know, if they hear a woman say, like, what does that matter? Or that must mean that you got a whole bunch of bodies. That doesn't necessarily mean the case. Yeah. Like, what does it matter? The thing is, what I feel you should be concerned with is what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? So if she has been in a couple of relationships and she's been intimate with these individuals, to me it's like, okay, how did she operate while she was in those relationships? Was she only with that person? Or was she sleeping around with multiple people at the same time? It's like if someone has, like, you know, is what, 25, and they've been in like 3 relationships, so that's at least 3 people. I'm probably sure within that there may be other people that it may have been like a one-time thing with, right?
Yeah.
But I think men need to get rid of that fantasy of the low body count and just really consider the woman and who she is present day. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't believe that, you know, if someone has slept with a lot of people, and again, a lot is really subjective, because I may say 10 and you may think, oh my God, 10 is a lot, right? Okay. But like, you have to look at the character of the individual. I get it for men, like it's like bragging rights, they want the most bodies. You know, I want to sleep with 200 women because they want to be able to look cool in front of their friends. Like, I bag all these women. And I'm looking at, ew, like you slept with 200, oh God, like I don't want to touch you if you slept with 200 people, right? But then, like, for a woman who says, like, I've only had sex with 7 people, and you're like, well, if I was in a committed relationship with these people, that was my partner at the time, that's who I was intimate with. So I feel like at the end of the day, like, what is really the concern? Is it really the body count, or like this perceived thing of like you think that she might be some wholesome loose lady?
Body count plays a lot of role when a man wants a woman to marry, especially if it's serious, you know, because would you like a man to provide for you or not? Would you like a provider?
Yeah, I want a man who is a leader and one who can provide.
So women's want natural roles, men's want natural roles, where men prefer a woman that has a low body count or a virgin, if possible.
Okay.
Why? Because the more body you have is the more trauma and exposed
That's
you are.
not necessarily the case.
Let me finish. It's more trauma, it's more exposed, and it's more shows the man how much the relationship can be like, right? A woman that has a low body count has more opportunity to stay long in a relationship compared to somebody that's been doing it a lot. Where you have when the women fight, they call each other hoe or this prostitute, right? It's not good in women. Okay. But you never see a man calling a man hoe or prostitute. Because for us to get women, it's like a job that is not easy. Not everybody can do. You know what I mean?
Oh, goodness.
Just like being a doctor is not easy. So when you see a guy that has a high body count, we men know that that's a G, top G.
I know.
Because it's not easy to get women.
No.
Where women...
we don't.
Where women, you are born with the blessings.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? So men's like a woman that has a low body count. For one reason, for me personally, I can tell you personally.
Sure, yeah.
I like a woman with low body count because it tells me the exposure, the kind of man she's been through. And when you tell me your body count, I calculate the age and the number. That tells me how much you're doing. Now, there's a normal body count.
What is a normal
there's an
body
average,
count? What are you talking
and there's
about?
an overwhelming body count.
According to who? To you?
To men.
To you.
Okay, to me
Yes,
as a man.
to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for you to talk about it, that means you have experienced a lot of men.
And that's
asking
always
you that.
the default. Yes.
So
to me, it's a stupid question. Stupid question.
To you, but to us, it's a beautiful question.
It's not purity when it comes to women, and that their preference is virgins, even though the men themselves are not. I know
women are not the same.
And we have that, so we'll save that for another time because that just burns my biscuits. That thing sends me over the fence every time I hear a guy say that men and women are not the same to justify why it's not equal. Never said it was equal, but that's okay. But I think I understand. So let me just say this: I understand that to men that virgins and low body counts is important because for men it allows them to see that the woman was very selective and who she chose to like give her body to.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, yeah.
You're saying men should leave body counts, right? It's the same thing of me saying women shouldn't look for a man that provides for them. Shouldn't look for a provider.
Okay, I'm not necessarily saying that.
No. Like when you tell me that, that's how it sounds me
to
telling you.
That's when you hear that.
Yeah, like you telling me that it's me telling you, don't look for a man. Don't look for a provider.
Yeah.
Look for a man that has no job.
Yeah.
Look for a man that stays with his mom. Look for a man that can't even afford a square meal.
Okay.
And then you guys go in there.
I hear where
You
you're
know what I'm
going.
saying?
I hear where you're going,
So-
but I'm not following that.
Yeah. So my point on women cannot tell men what to look for.
And men
Or
cannot
what-
tell women what to look
And
for.
we can tell you what to look for.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to relationship,
Mhm.
men want a woman with a low body count.
When it
I
comes to
do.
relationship, women want men that don't give a shit about their body count. And now listen, I mean there are, but like for those who are really serious about wanting to be in a relationship, whether it be a long-term relationship or a marriage or whatever, and like you've lived life, you know, like you've probably had every intention when you connected with this person that this was going to be your person, and maybe she was in the fairy tale, like you said earlier, like, you know, because we in fairy tale, and you know things happen, and you know they go their separate ways. It's not like she's just out here just giving her body away to people, but it's just she's just lived life. So I feel before men automatically cancel women out because she has a perceived high body count, just take a look at the totality of the woman, and then at the end of the day you don't want her, it's okay. There's tons of there's more women in this world than men. So if she don't flip the bill for you, guess what? There's another one just like her. If that one don't flip the bill, guess what? There's another one just like her.
Yeah, but every woman wants a relationship. Every woman wants to be with someone.
I
mean,
don't-
most of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say all.
Yeah.
But my point is, right? I hear a lot of women say that we want traditional men. Traditional men in essence of provider. Open the door for me.
Yeah.
If there's a fight, I'm
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in New York, I was a fresh boy from Africa, walking in the street of New York, one of my girlfriend, right? Me, I walk wherever I want to walk. Like
Okay.
I could walk on the roadside, I could walk out of the road, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was escorting this girl to the train to go back to her place. And I was on the side and she was on the roadside. This girl was upset.
No.
I said, why are you upset? She's
Yes.
like, I should be a man and be on the roadside.
Yes.
I said, for what? So that if a car is coming,
Yes, you
I can protect her.
volunteer your body to protect her.
I said, I ain't killing myself for you.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Chivalry is dead, according
I
to the
said, nah,
CBA.
it don't work that way. If
Yes.
a car is coming, I'm
That's
protecting
being- that's being
myself. You
chivalrous.
protect yourself. So
You
So-
on the outside.
So not that don't make no sense. Not even one bit.
You
Alright.
on the outside to protect.
Women's, especially like that, don't happen in Africa. Women's don't think that like that. Women's are more of like the provider. Here, women's in America think a lot. They think about you providing.
Yeah.
They think about you doing male roles. They think about you being traditional.
Okay.
But they don't give nothing more to what they want from the guy to the guy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you want me to be this, you want me to be that. But when I say, baby, go make me a sandwich, like, I ain't your maid.
So
You know what I mean?
listen. So I know we're running short on time, but and I let's put a pin in that one because I want to talk about that one because that one I think is very controversial. This whole idea of like traditional roles and modern roles. So I like where you're going, but I want to like have more time to talk about that. So this has been some good conversation.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So yeah, so just here's some takeaways from this conversation. He cares about body count.
Yes.
So if you have slept more than 3 people, then
No,
it's a
more than
no-go.
3, depending on the age.
I'm sorry, no, because he does
So-
some really some
no,
mathematics to
But
figure it out.
What I want to put one body count. It's not like the number. It's more about the age and the number.
Okay.
So somebody that's, let's say 40, right, can sleep with, let's say 10
Okay.
or
And
6.
that would not be considered
And
high
then
body
you can
count?
calculate. No, I'm giving you an example,
Okay,
right?
sure.
Somebody that's 40 or 50 can have like 10 body counts. You can calculate
Yeah.
from 50 to the age they started, right?
Gotcha.
Compared to somebody that's 24 has 10 body count. That means that person.
Okay, good.
So when we say body count,
Yeah.
right? Women's gotta understand what we mean body count. They think like, oh, because I had 6, I'm a hoe. No,
Yeah.
it depends on
Your
the
age has to do with it too.
Hey, that's what we calculate.
Okay.
Because if I met a girl that's 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had 4 body counts,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So that means it's either she was sleeping one guy a year,
Mm-hmm.
or if she started at the age of 20.
Mm-hmm.
But if she started having sex at the age of 18,
Mm-hmm.
that's not too much body count.
Okay.
That means she had a long relationship.
Okay.
But if she's 24 and she had 4 body count,
Mm-hmm.
that means she's. So what makes you think that if me and you start, that you're not gonna fuck, we're gonna go for you live to the next guy?
So here's the thing: it's all going to depend, and there's nothing that say that they wouldn't do it. There's nothing to say that the woman wouldn't be entertaining other men while she's dealing with you, but to automatically assume that because a woman has a perceived high body count, that she is not valuable, although people can argue that, you know, that determines your worth in the dating marketplace. I think it's all like, I think it's just based on the individual and what you want to get out of the interaction with that person. And I'll just leave it at that. So we definitely have more to talk about when it comes to like relationship dynamics. This has been some really good conversation. Yeah. Nice. So thank you guys for tuning into our podcast, and we'll catch you next time.
Before we close.
Oh yeah, what we got?
Before we close, I always like to say something in my language.
Yeah, go for it.
I say in the beginning or ending, and what I want to say is there's an adage. I'm Igbo from Nigeria, soon to be United States of Biafra, if we get our own country by God's willing. So my tribe is Igbo, and there's something we say, Odemma kisi me, meaning it's well the way you do it. Odemma kisi me, meaning it's well the way you do it. So from your boy, your humble boy, I love you guys, and please share our podcast, comment, talk about it, learn from it. And my name again is Obadolas, aka Dollar Man, and
I'm Queen Tia. Thank you guys for tuning in to African Beats and Caribbean Heat.
I love you. Peace.
Bye.